violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Now at 4, a good Samaritan helps to save a baby and prevents a tragedy along a busy highway when the driver spotted a man threatening to throw a child over the edge of an overpass. She put her own safety on the line to stop him.
Wow.
Thursday afternoon, I'm Sarah Bloomquist.
And I'm Brian Taft. The big story on Action News today is that dramatic scene that played out on I-95 in Northeast Philadelphia just before noon today.
Action News reporter Trish Hartman spoke with the woman who helped bring it all to a peaceful conclusion. She joins us live now from the Northeast with the details.
So it appears that a woman convinced a man not to throw his child off of the bridge. This is crazy, y'all. I mean, we've seen a lot of children in the community get X'd out. We know that sisters are, committing more abortions than live births, but this is a new low, okay? We have a infanticidal super gremlin on Demon Time, and he was not playing. Thankfully, this sister was able to convince him not to throw his baby over the bridge.
Trish.
Well, Sarah, Brian, we are still waiting on information on this incident from either Philadelphia police or Pennsylvania State Police. Both were on scene today. But we did speak with a woman who says when she saw a man threatening to throw a young child over the side of the interstate, she had to stop and try to intervene. Chopper 6 was over the scene along I-95 in Northeast Philadelphia near the Cotman Avenue exit. In the southbound lanes, a witness describes a terrifying scene.
And I just couldn't just pass after I seen the baby, and after I seen him try to throw the baby over. I just couldn't let go. Christine King was on her way to work on 95 this morning when she encountered some traffic and then saw a couple on the side of the highway. And she says a man appeared to attempt to throw a baby over the side of the overpass. She said without much thought, she jumped in and tried to calm things down.
Wow.
I said, give me the baby, and I put my hand around the baby to pull the baby from him while she was trying to pull the baby too. And I said, give me the baby. And he said, get off my baby, if you don't get my baby, I will shoot you, I will shoot you.
King says,
dang. So these dudes, he was willing to shoot Shorty in order to throw his own child over the bridge. This is crazy.
The woman told her later it was her ex-boyfriend who was threatening her and the child. She said the child's mother had the presence of mind to take the man's gun out of his pocket while he was distracted. She went behind him. She leaned behind him because he was shaking, so he didn't know she was in his pocket. And that's when she grabbed the gun out of his pocket. And that's why she put it in her pocket. She says when police arrived, there was a struggle to get the man into custody. Police moved the investigation off the highway and...
Oh, so you mean there was a struggle to get him into custody, but he wasn't gunned down by the police after trying to throw a baby off of a bridge? Wow, I guess these slave catchers ain't that bad, are they?
To a nearby parking lot off of Bly Avenue. Here you can see a person in handcuffs in the back of a police van. Police interviewed the child's mother and Christine King. The child was checked out in an ambulance. I would do it again. I didn't see no gun, but when she took the gun for him, that's when I seen the gun because he was trying to throw the baby over. Now, I did speak with the child's mother for a brief moment today. She was very upset. I asked, is everyone okay? And she said yes. Again, we are waiting on details from authorities on this. We were told by police that the incident is still under investigation. Reporting live in Northeast Philadelphia, Trish Hartman, Channel 6, Action News. Sarah, Brian?
Yeah, a scary ordeal. Trish, thank you.
Information now on a terrifying incident on I-95 where a man allegedly threatened to throw a baby off an overpass. Investigators say 35-year-old Raheem Murphy drove his ex-partner and her baby against their will to I-95.
Can we get a picture of Raheem? Kidnapped his ex and the child and was about to throw that baby over the bridge. This is crazy, y'all.
In Northeast Philadelphia yesterday morning. He then allegedly stopped the car and threatened to throw the baby, and then threatened to shoot a bystander who tried to take the baby to safety.
Wow.
Murphy is also accused of assaulting and injuring a...
Well, we don't get a mugshot, but at least we see his hands. And by the look of it, you can tell he's a super gremlin on demon time.
State trooper before finally being taken into custody. He is now facing numerous charges, including kidnapping, aggravated assault, and assault on a law enforcement officer. Murphy is being held on $1.5 million bail.
Developing right now out of Feltonville, a woman is recovering after being shot in the leg at a wedding last night. Steve's following the details for us this morning.
Thomas, this happens at the reception hall, and we don't know if it's that part in the wedding reception where the bride takes her bouquet and throws it over her head to the single women behind her. But for some reason, these two women got into a brawl right in the middle of the reception, and there's a lot.
Wow. So he's saying they don't know if it was the ceremony where they throw the bouquet over the head and the women fight for the bouquet to see who's getting married next. They don't know if it was that event, but I mean, speculation could lead you to the fact that that might have been the event that happened. I'm just telling you this. These women are desperate out here. They desperate to get married, and all of this superstition and traditions, they really believe in that type of stuff. So they think it's going to increase their luck to catch a bouquet at a wedding in order to get married next, when in all actuality, if they just change their attitude. I mean, a woman who would get in a fight over a bouquet of flowers is the type of woman that is probably not going to get married to a man of quality.
A lot of little kids there. There's a little ring bearer with the ring that was on the pillow, the bride and groom, the toast is about to happen, and suddenly this melee with these two women goes from inside this place called the Venue Banquet Hall outside to McAllister Street, right over by the Special Victims Unit and the police impound lot, coincidentally. And then the fight ends when one woman shoots the 26-year-old other woman in the leg, and the woman with the gun takes off, even though her car is parked at the wedding reception venue with all her ID inside.
This wedding was supposed to last till 11 p.m. and it's a shame because I spoke to the bride and groom and they still had several hours left of the celebration when the fight broke out and then someone got shot. So it's a very unfortunate situation. It's supposed to be a happy moment, a wedding where people were dressed up, very nice. There were also children. Some people brought their young children, boys and girls, and this fight, which escalated into a shooting. So very unfortunate and tragic incident, but we're pretty confident we know who the shooter is, and hopefully that person's taken into custody very soon.
So as last check with the police, she has not been found yet. But Thomas, can you imagine if it was...
Wow, and it was a female. What I tell you about these super female gremlins on demon time. Okay, I mean... You shooting up a wedding for what? God, I mean, they're like children, y'all. They're like little 5-year-olds with water guns, except the guns are real now. Mad about every little thing. About to get in a fight over a bouquet of flowers. It's like a script out of a ghetto-ass movie.
The lady that shot the other lady is the one who caught the bouquet as the next single woman who's about to get married. And then her husband-to-be goes up to After 6 formal wear and says, hey, I'd like something in a 44 long with some Kevlar vest. Do you have anything in that to fit me?
Either, no matter what she wears, either I have a feeling they won't be invited back to that venue. She'll have to find another one. That is just unreal. Keep us updated, Steve. 5:35.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
A founding member of the South Philadelphia singing group Brotherly Love is one of the latest victims of gun violence in the city. 26-year-old Joelill Foy was shot and killed on the 1800 block of Siegel Street last night. Police say someone shot him in the neck. So far, no one...
Wow, shot in the neck. And this is a singer. He ain't even a rapper. You're not going to see anybody reporting on this but your boy Jenquavius. I mean, it's bad enough that black rappers are getting killed, but now it's just black musicians, period. It is ridiculous, yo. The super musician gremlins are on demon time.
No one has been arrested nor a motive determined. Talent manager Charlie Mack discovered Brotherly Love in 2012, and they once sang for President Obama. He said Foy was a very talented baritone and bass singer who filled his family with love, joy, and incredible memories.
A member of a popular music group, Brotherly Love, becomes a victim of Philadelphia's gun violence. I'm Jason Martinez.
And I'm Dawn Timoney. A young life taken too soon. Our Kelly Rule has the very latest.
Family members of Joelill Foy were too devastated to talk with us today, but band members tell me he has 2 children, was expecting a third, and was simply visiting home at the time when he was executed.
Anytime he sang, it just, you had to stop and listen.
Band member and close friend Jerron Noel describes 26-year-old Joelill Foy, known as Joelill, as the heart of Brotherly Love. The South Philadelphia group performed for Fox 29 Good Day in 2014, a brotherhood now missing a key voice.
They executed my little brother, man. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, you heard it. They executed his little brother. This is how they get down. This is how young black men in this age range are getting down nowadays. This is the new normal. This is the new normal, and people are still calling for no snitching policy and all the street codes to continue to enable this demonic activity.
He wasn't bothering nobody.
Noel says Foy, a father of 2, soon to be 3, recently moved to the West Coast but was back in South Philadelphia this week visiting family. Police say they found Foy outside of a home on Siegel Street just before 7 p.m. last night with a gunshot wound to his neck. He died at the hospital. Noel says he was simply sitting on the step at the time.
This wasn't,
That's wild. Moved out west, came back, gets killed in his home city. What Boosie say? They hypnotize with hatred. These super hateful gremlins are on demon time.
Some street activity. This is a casualty of a war he had nothing to do with.
We actually started here on this block. Growing up here, I never thought that, our story would go this way.
Brotherly Love member King Kashif says the South Philly block where Foy's life was taken was where their story began in high school. Among their high-profile performances, singing for President Barack Obama during a visit to Philadelphia. The group has not performed together in a few years, but remain close, and are now calling on the men in their hometown to step up.
Even if these kids is not your kids, I just feel like as men we have a duty that we're not fulfilling right now, and it's our youth are hurting.
Philadelphia police are still investigating Foy's murder, and they are asking anybody with video or additional information to come forward. In South Philadelphia, I'm Kelly Rule, Fox 29 News.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.